Good evening, everyone. My name is Blake Worth, and I'm going to be doing my last speech about a subject that's very dear to my heart. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about introducing more narcotics detection dogs into our school system to fight the war on drugs in our youth. Now, this is going to lead me into my first point on the topic, which is the actual realism of drugs in our school systems. Now, a lot of people have never heard of a up and coming epidemic as with like fentanyl, the rising levels in cocaine, the rising levels in heroin use in younger and younger ages. But today in society, they're only increasing, and deaths from narcotics are only escalating and escalating, and it's unfortunately getting to a level that should never be at. It's so easy for your kid that you would think that would never get into anything or might be the good kid. All it takes is for them to see another kid and think, hey, I want to be in the cool group of kids. That kid is snorting fentanyl, and then next thing you know, unfortunately, you could lose your loved one. So this is going to direct me into my next topic, the narcotics detection dog. I've had the experience to work with a narcotics detection dog because I was canine in the military, and I know how effective a narcotics detection dog can be in a school-like environment. Now, it's a little scary thinking of a dog in a school, and it's a little scary thinking that a dog could be around kids and they might scare the kids, but the thing is, this is a serious matter. It's such a serious matter that we have kids dying every day because of drug use. Something that we can potentially bring the numbers down with such a simple tool. A narcotics detection dog alone can sniff a drug scent out from up to 250 yards away, especially with a good wind. Whether it's outdoors, whether it's indoors, you have to think of the circulating air vents throughout a school below the scent of the drugs around. So a dog can pick up a scent from a very far distance away. Not only that, the drug dog's efficiency rate is over 90% on finding drugs. So if you have a narcotics detection dog that is in a school system that is searching on a random scan and searching the lockers or the scans the room of the backpacks, it's not having to invade anyone's privacy. More or less, the dog is on what's called an initial scan. The dog scans, boom, they find the drugs without having to over detail. And that's what a lot of dogs are learning nowadays. So a dog can do random scans that a student doesn't know, and there could be a drug dealer at a school that could potentially be brought to justice and can stop selling drugs to kids at the school. So having a drug dog can be very effective, and I think that increasing the number of drug dogs and the number of scans and society becoming a little more aware of how effective this tool is will benefit everyone in the long run. Now, this is going to lead me into my last subject. My last subject is going to be the fear of having dogs around in the school system. A lot of people don't like the overuse of force or a presence of, let's say, for example, a gun. If you have a person sitting there with a gun, people tend to automatically go into a self-defense kind of mechanism, and they want to, let's say they want to protest against it. So since they want to go protest against it, and they have this natural instinct to, I don't want that, it doesn't make me feel safe, when that is a tool set in place to make people safe. Same thing with the dogs. The dogs kind of can look scary. It's a big 100-pound German Shepherd walking through a school that says police on it, do not pet. But in reality, it's a tool that we can use and come together, and we can save our children that are currently going to school right now. Someone that you wouldn't think that could be involved in this. So overall, I went over the effects of drugs on our youth. I went over a narcotics detection dog and its effectiveness. And then I went over, last but not least, the physical scare. What's kind of preventing us from getting to this point. I had a very good time doing the speech, and I thank you so much for everyone in the class. I think everyone did a good job so far. So thank you, everyone. Have a good night.